Look at that, a tiny green dot on a perfectly white box, and already you know this is something special. This is where it all begins. The anticipation. That quiet calm before everything changes. Because something truly extraordinary lives inside this simple, clean packaging, and Apple has always understood something that other companies simply do not, which is that the experience does not begin when you turn the device on. It begins the moment the box lands in your hands. Apple does not just sell products. They sell moments. They sell feelings. They sell memories. Even the packaging feels considered and intentional and expensive in the best possible way, and these gloved hands moving carefully and precisely across every surface are. And the first things out are the accessories, a USB-C to MagSafe cable, and, look at this, inner tray, where everything has its own dedicated, perfectly sized space with absolutely no clutter and no mess and no chaos, just pure, clean, satisfying organization. Because Apple designed even the inside of this box to feel good, to feel satisfying, to make you smile before you have even touched. The main product and this level of care in the packaging is something that genuinely no other brand in the world can match. The USB-C charger is compact and elegant, and as that crisp, clean wrapping peels away, you are holding 35 watts of pure power in the palm of your hand. Something small enough to slip into any pocket, yet powerful enough to fully charge this machine, and that is the genius of Apple. They make the complicated feel simple and the powerful feel effortless. And now, here it is. The moment we have all been waiting for, the MacBook Air M4 in 15 inches of pure absolute perfection, still wrapped, still protected, sitting there like a treasure waiting to be discovered. And you can already feel the weight, or more accurately, you can already feel the shocking and almost unbelievable lack of weight, because this laptop is just 3.3 pounds, which is genuinely lighter than most of the textbooks sitting on your shelf right now. So go ahead and pick it up and hold it, because until you feel it in your own hands, you simply will not believe that something this capable and this powerful can weigh this little. And as the protective wrapping comes away, there it is, that Apple logo, glowing and silver and sleek and timeless, and I do not care how many times you have seen it because it still hits differently every single time. This is what prestige looks like. This is what craftsmanship looks like. This is what you just brought home. And now look at that side profile, because that is barely even there. Just 11.5 millimeters thin, which is actually thinner than most of the smartphones sitting in people's pockets right now. And the fact that Apple engineered a way to fit an M4 chip and a full 15-inch display and a 66 watt-hour battery all inside something this impossibly thin is not just impressive, it is a genuine miracle of modern engineering. It is science and art and precision all living together in one machine. And as you open the lid and the screen comes alive, for the very first time you are greeted by that stunning 15.3-inch liquid retina display with 500 nits of brightness and P3 wide color gamut and True Tone technology that automatically adjusts the white balance to match the lighting around you. And every single pixel on this screen seems to breathe, seems to glow, seems to be alive in a way that other displays simply are not, and the setup screen appears so clean and so minimal and so welcoming that it genuinely feels like the MacBook is greeting you, like it has been sitting in that box waiting for you specifically, and it is finally saying, "Hello, I have been waiting for you." And then your fingers find the keyboard with its scissor switch mechanism perfectly backlit and perfectly spaced with just the right amount of travel and just the right amount of resistance to give every single key press a deeply satisfying click. And then there is the trackpad, which is not just good, but historically significant because this is the largest trackpad ever put on any MacBook Air in the entire history of the product. Buttery smooth with Force Touch technology that lets you press deeper for additional functions, and using this trackpad feels like the most natural and effortless way to interact with any computer that has ever existed. And speaking of the display, let us really spend a moment here, because 2880 by 1864 resolution at 224 pixels per inch means that every photo you open and every video you watch and every document you read is rendered with a sharpness and a clarity and a color accuracy that will genuinely ruin every other screen for you. The colors are so vivid and the contrast is so deep and every detail is so razor sharp that once you have spent a week looking at this display, you will find it almost painful to look at anything else. And now, let us talk about performance, because we loaded up Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is a seriously demanding AAA game, and ran it at 1920 by 1200 resolution on high settings, and the frame rates sat comfortably and consistently between 33 and 40 frames per second. And what makes that number truly jaw-dropping is that this machine has absolutely no fans, no noise, no heat vents, no spinning cooling system of any kind, just complete and total silence, while the M4 chip runs a demanding video game without even coming close to breaking a sweat. And if it can do that silently and effortlessly, just imagine what it does when you open Final Cut Pro or Lightroom or Xcode or any of the professional applications that this machine was actually built for. And then there are the speakers, because the MacBook Air M4 ships with a 6-speaker sound system with full spatial audio support. And yes, before you ask that, really is 6 speakers living inside a laptop that is 11.5 millimeters thin. And when the audio starts playing, the bass hits deeper than you expect, and the clarity is higher than you expect, and the width of the soundstage is so wide that it genuinely does not feel like it is coming from a laptop at all. It feels like a proper home audio setup. And Olive. This brings us back to where we started, that Apple logo, because in 2025, that logo carries real weight and real meaning. It means 18 hours of battery life on a single charge, so you can leave your charger at home for an entire day and not even think about it. It means the fastest chip ever. Installed in a MacBook Air, it means an operating system that works seamlessly and intuitively and beautifully with every app and every accessory and every other Apple device you own. This logo is not just a brand identifier, it is a promise from Apple to you that this machine will work brilliantly every single day. And to finish up the box contents, we have the MagSafe cable, whose satisfying magnetic snap when it connects to the side of the laptop is one of those small daily pleasures that never gets old. And the USB-C cable for those times when you need maximum versatility. And that remarkably compact 35-watt dual USB-C charger brick that can simultaneously charge both your MacBook and your iPhone from a single wall outlet, because Apple understands that you live in a multi-device world. And finally, the Apple stickers, a tradition as old as the company itself, a small ritual that comes with every single Apple product and somehow never loses its charm. Some people put them on their laptops, some on water bottles, some on notebooks, some just keep them tucked away and collect them, and the only real question is, where will you put yours? This has been the full unboxing of the MacBook Air M4 15-inch, and if you enjoyed every second of this experience, then you already know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay right here, because the full in-depth review is coming very soon, and I promise you it is going to be absolutely worth